The dazzling magic of this new digital technology masks flaws that some scholars find troubling. Although an advocate of this new road of research, Bruce Zuckerman of the West Semitic Research Project at the University of Southern California is quick to point out the potholes in digital reconstruction of scroll fragments.
Let me show you what I mean here. We have up here a Dead Sea Scroll, or a section of same, from the Genesis Apocryphon, one of the more interesting Dead Sea Scrolls, of what I would call a good use of computer imaging, a kind of imaging that no one would argue with. You see here, there's a tear in the text. You see where the ink was, and the piece just sort of jags down because of the tear. Now, what we did here is we simply cut this little piece out electronically, I should add. You know, it's not done, don't try this with the real thing. And we simply shoved it up. And when you shoved it up, it became quite nice.
You'll notice that we left a line that's very clear that shows that we have done something to the fragment. It would be very easy to go in and make this edge sort of melt away and just become part of the fragment above it. You would not be able to tell, and most scholars would have no idea that you'd done any kind of manipulation.
So this is a good example of a type of manipulation, that one could do with the real text if the real text were not so fragile. But there are other types of manipulation which one would say are a little bit more questionable. Now, here's a text where we have done some computer imaging enhancement. See, here is on this one end, this is the raw image, or the image that is unprocessed. And here on the other end is a really absolutely gorgeous, if I do say so myself, image of the text. And we could say computer enhancement yielded that. But you see, hiding behind that is a multitude of sins. This image, in some respects, is a fake. Now, what do I mean by that? Here, I can show you how we, quote, faked it.
Okay, I am lightening the image around this, what turns out to be a yud, so that you can very clearly see where the letter begins and where it ends, as if it had been originally written by the scribe. I'm taking all of that little bleeding that has taken place because of the deterioration of the text.
You can also, let's make it a little darker on there. You can, no problem. See, now
beautiful ink, original. Looks like it was written yesterday.
Pull it back now, zoom out. When we pull back, if I were to show people this material and said computer imaging yielded that, if I don't explain what I did, they would assume that that is a totally objective maneuver, and it's not. It's a highly selective, highly idiosyncratic maneuver. Indeed, using this type of technology, I can put your name in a Dead Sea Scroll.